Ladies and gentlemen, exactly 1 year ago today, I was sitting in a tiny little bar in Houston, Texas, with no minimum than 4 of the most beautiful women and talented on all of planet Earth. Fast forward 1 year to today, and Chiron has stationed retrograde. That's right. And technically, that's bad news, because Chiron is about to go retrograde. And Chiron is a healer. Yeah, it's a planetoid, and it's a healer. So, society, civilization, and people's healing powers are now going into retrograde, which means they're not going to be as powerful, kind of. Or you're just going to have to work super hard to heal now. Mentally, physically, spiritually, and whatever lilies I left out. All right. And technically, like a couple times a year, I totally give up and say, oh my God, everything is hopeless for like, I don't know, an hour, maybe 10 minutes, 5 minutes, depends. And so that's kind of where I'm at. But talking to you always cheers me up. And so I have been talking about the planetary alignments for a while, long time, since before this year even started. I mean, I'm talking about the planetary alignments in 2020 specifically, and technically people are now calling it a planetary parade, but it's a big deal, man. And that's why, like, I know people get hung up on politics, local, state, and national, but like the fact that you've got all these planets, like right there, like, it's like if they're in line to go on some type of ride or something, that to have this much planetary mass in the solar system alone is a big deal. And so if you imagine that all these planets have their own energy or their own light or their own mood and emotions, or like, think of it however you want to, but the planets around us are a big deal, and they've been here a whole lot longer than we have. Yeah. And so these are just pretty super incredible, amazing times, and we always knew they would be because that's what the astrology suggested. And yeah, there's going to be like 1 or 2 or 3 people who are going to be like, you can't be a Christian and be an astrologer. Like, I'm not an astrologer. I just point out things that I notice in astrology, and I'm talking about the planets, man. And B, that's dumb, but if you want to have a dumb theory, you can, I could be like, if I was judgmental, I could be like, well, you can't be a Christian and put any of your belief or hope or energy into a politician. It's kind of like the same shit, although astrology helps. Did I get off course? Anywho, I guess what I'm trying to say is, the good news is Mercury's going direct on the 12th. So today, Chiron goes retrograde. Chiron's not even on here. All right, we're at the NASA Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Their solar dynamics system. Wait, I said that wrong. Solar system dynamics. Look at their JPL small body data browser. And Chiron wasn't even found until 1977. And if you'll notice, Chiron is a centaur, and I am a Sagittarius. Plus, I played a lot of World of Warcraft, a lot of Dungeons and Dragons. I am a paladin at heart, and paladins are healers. You be a healer, bro. So yeah, this wasn't found until 1977. Technically, it's classified as an asteroid or a planetoid, or however you want to classify things. And they've only even looked at it 2,574 times. Its condition code is 0. Okay. Yeah, because it's not going to hit Earth. Chiron's a healer, bro. All right. And Medusa's been telling everybody that Chiron is ugly and a freak. I don't believe that, but we don't need to discuss that right now. All right, what I guess I'm trying to tell you and everybody is that buckle in and buckle up, because the next 6 weeks until September are going to be really rough, and everybody's going to be fighting, and things are going to be coming undone. If I had to guess right now, I would guess that they are not going to extend unemployment assistance, the extra $600 that people got or whatever a month. And so, because like the healer aspect is going retrograde, which is weakening it. And then Mars is in Aries for a long time. Right now, just Mars being that far out front makes it think it's king shit of fuck mountain ahead of Mercury, Venus, Earth, Jupiter, Saturn, such, right? I mean, that's a guess. I don't know. All right. So, but look at how all this weight is on the same side. I wish they had a thing that allowed me to pull up as many of the bodies I want in the orbital, but they don't have the technology yet. Okay. So, follow me here. So right now, Mars is cocky because it's like, I'm winning the race. I'm doing great. I'm a screenwriter at heart, a 3-act narrative guy. So that's how I see everything, like a movie. And so Mars is like, yay, I'm the best. All my plans are working. Things are wonderful. And then Earth is dumb. It's way behind. All right. So what I'm trying to say, so Chiron just went retrograde. And Chiron is out here. It's like lead dogging it between Uranus and Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune. And then there's Neptune. See that? So it was in a position. Okay. And so the big deal is, I guess what I'm trying to say, I'm leading up to a magnificent point, by the way. So right now we're still in retrograde city. We got Mercury retrograde, Jupiter retrograde, Saturn retrograde, Neptune retrograde, right? And Uranus goes retrograde in August. Anyway, anywho. So the thing is so you got Jupiter retrograde, Saturn retrograde, and Neptune retrograde. And Chiron is about to go retrograde. And so, Pluto's retrograde. That means Mars is going to be like a super badass until September 9th. So that like war and everything Martian, schadenfreude, being mean, starting fights, name calling, people wanting to kick each other's ass, and people being happy other people are starving, or people being happy other people are losing their, like, from like now until September 9th might be our toughest stretch, Asteroid Fight Club, and everybody's toughest stretch. That is my guess. But, you know, somewhere when I made a bunch of predictions back between 2015 and 2017, I said things would start to improve around September of 2020. And now that I'm looking at it, it makes more sense because in September, when Mars goes retrograde, that's really going to help everything out. So that like war will be like, uh-oh, I'm no longer king shit of fuck mountain, and I will have to pay for some of my mistakes that I've made. And then Jupiter on September 11th. Where have I heard that date before? Jupiter will go forward in Capricorn. Saturn will go forward in Capricorn. And so I've been in double Saturn transit for like 5.5 years. It is so crazy, man. Anyway, it's like 5 years, 5.5, 6 years just getting your ass kicked. And no matter how hard you work, you never really move forward at all. But so that's what I'm trying to say here is that, like, so it'll be like war will go retrograde in September. Boom. And then it'll be like bing. Jupiter goes forward, Saturn goes forward, and even right before then, Uranus. You know, wait, no. So that's what I'm just trying to say. That so we've like, let's say we're in a World of Warcraft party or Dungeons and Dragons party. We just kind of sort of lost our healer. We didn't lose him. He can still have some Miracle Land hand heals, but I'm saying that we're going to get less heals, and so. It's important, dude, for the people that can't understand. And this is, you know, not everybody's in this world. Not everybody's an expert on every single subject. And so not everybody understands every subject. So I'm just trying to point out. And, you know, I warned everybody in the very start of February, we were going into lockdown in the middle of March. And then I warned everybody we were going back into lockdown. And we're going back into lockdown. So I'm just trying to say this is where, like, we're hanging on for the next month or two. And probably hanging on by our nails like that kitty, you know, that's hanging there. So imagine we all have our own individual dark night of the souls, a couple of them coming up through it, you know. But this is the grand transition. This is what I've trained you for like 7.7 years. So please don't let me down. But do what you want to do. You have free will, you know. Technically, we all do. Except for the people who've given up their free will. That was profound. Yeah, it's totally annoying to me over 7.7 years to have made thousands of videos talking about stars, planets, comets, asteroids, and then now in 2020, a lot of people are only like, I just want to talk about politics, and that's all that matters. Politics to everything. But notice like patterns. No, like these three big ones are here, and those, there's probably a third one here somewhere. Those are there. I don't know. There's just a beauty and a magic to the universe. It's very neutral. It seems like in their own way, all these planets are neutral to us. The universe is crazy. All right, this is my little speechy thingy. And I guess my own quality has downgraded so much that none of them like me anymore. All my crushes used to be like, hey, he's cool. None of them are like, he's cool anymore. But I'll handle it, man. This too shall pass. And healer, heal thyself. And so I'm even talking to me here. Like, man, don't put any of your own displaced aggression on other people. Like, whatever doubts or feelings or anger or unhappiness, try not to pour it out on other people. We're all going through some really difficult stuff right now. And the only thing that is going to make it work is us all working together and us all taking care of each other and looking out for each other. All right, great. God bless everyone. I'd like you all to live long and prosper. And may the force be with us always. Plus, this is going to be really weird, and I hope you forgive me, but I'm going to feel hopeless for like 10 more minutes, and then I'm going to snap out of it. Okay? Okie dokie, Captain Smokey. I wish I had something cooler to say in this video, but I don't.